If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, why do you need to have a criteria for a new company that you want to work for? And how does this help you? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, and coming to you live for HVAC technician sales secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So here's the thing. There may be a point where you're at a company right now and you're like, hey, I really want to switch. I don't know if I'm making the right decision. I don't know necessarily if this is the right thing for me to do. How do I know that I am going to the right place? Now, switching companies is kind of like buying software. You're going to have about 80% of things that you like, and then there's going to be about 20% of things that you just really don't care for. So you really have to decide what your criteria is and the direction that you want to take. Now, my criteria may not be your criteria, okay? So I want to be very clear that I'm going to give you a couple of things that I would look for if I was a technician today. But like, these really do have to do with you, and they really do matter. And so like, I would say like what's must have and what's really nice. So first, like, you want to make sure that there's enough deals for you to be out there to be a technician. So there's really two things here. The first, do they have a marketing budget? And you're like, Scott, really, a technician? Do they really a marketing budget? That's something that I need to know about? Absolutely. Because if the company doesn't have a marketing budget, then in the troughs, like in the spring and in the fall, you are not going to have work. Right. So like, I don't think there's anything wrong with you saying, hey, what's your philosophy on keeping me busy in the slow season? Right. Now, with that being said, in conjunction is going to be whatever you call these club memberships, ESA, membership agreements, whatever you call them at the company that you're at right now, or that you've called them in your city, state, province, or jurisdiction. Is there an off-season way for me to produce revenue and income on the seasons where let's say it's down right here and not like winter and summer? Okay, so you need to know if that's going to be in place, and this is why you should join HVAC Tech Secrets. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. What that means for you is extra training or discounted training. Come on, I got to make some money. I like to spend time at the beach, right? I want to have tacos and Tahiti in a glass bottom hut. So next up, number 3, is there a process in the office? Right? Like me, oh my goodness. One of the things that drives me nuts is like going to a company, being inside of a company, consulting with a company, and like they don't have their processes down, and there's just straight confusion everywhere. Right? Chaos for me. Like, I can put things in a straight line, but chaos for me, not my thing. So like, you could ask about like, is everything mapped out in the office? You know, tell me about the flow of the office. I go to a call. How does the dispatching work? You know, what kind of software? So when I say processes, I'm including the actions that you take in the software and everything that goes along with it. Remember, when you're switching a job, you're doing an interview too. You're finding out, is this the place for me? I'm a technician. I'm good at what I do, right? Is this the right place for me? And there's nothing wrong with like, hey, we're done. Did you have any questions? You should have like 7 or 10 questions every time you do a job interview of things that you need to know. How are the technicians grouped, right? Do you have a tech 1, tech 2, tech 3, senior tech, you know, master tech, whatever way it is. Every company's got different ways to do this, and every you know, training platform has a little bit different. Is there a tiered system, and how do you accelerate through that, right? So a tech 1 may be somebody who goes out and just does maintenances. Tech 2 could be somebody who does warranty. Tech 3 could be somebody who has the ability to work over systems that are over 12 or 15 years old. I don't know your system or where you're at, but you should be finding out, you know, how do I get to the next level? And is there a roadmap in this tiered process? And with that being said, what does the comp plan look like for this tiered system, right? So is it flat fee? Is it flat rate? Is it hourly? Like, every state has different laws. So like, if I say something like, Scott, they don't do that here. Simmer down. I don't know where you're at. I'm trying to help you land a better gig if that's what you want to do. And then are there bonuses? Right? So like, if you're good at what you do, part of your negotiation should be like, hey, if I hit these numbers, I really want a bonus. And, you know, a company go, well, why would I do that? Because it's more effective for me to sell more, right? It reduces your acquisition cost of marketing. If normally it takes you 5 maintenances to set 1 lead over a system that's over 15 years old or 12 years old, and you're able to do 7 out of 10, you're way more effective. And they go, but you'll just make more money. Like, but induce my greed gland. I want to make more money. You want to make more money. Let's figure out a way for both of us to make more money. And then last of all, on my list, is there training? Is there somebody that you bring in? Is there coaching? Is there somebody I could talk to when I struggle? Those are like my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have made like 7, right? I should have made 7, but I didn't. 7 could be, what am I going to be driving? At the end of the day, it's a car, right? Does it have Bluetooth? Who cares? Who cares? Like, don't get caught up. Like, sometimes companies will lure you. Like, I got a brand new truck. I've got this awesome vehicle. Who cares? It's wrapped. It's not like I'm going to go take this thing off-roading. It's not like I'm going to go, pick up a date in this thing. It's a work vehicle. Does it have Bluetooth? That's like today. If you're like, Scott, go be a tech today, what would you care about in your vehicle? Is there room for me to put everything that I need to? Can I put my ladder in there? Can I put my tools in there? And does it have Bluetooth? And you're like, but what about all these other things? Like, remember, my list is not your list. You got 1 or 2 things to do from here, just 1 or 2. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and then every time I send a video, you'll get an update, or hit follow. But there you go. There's 7 things that you need to ask about new company criteria if you're going to move. What's your criteria if you're going to move companies? There you go. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.